Yeah, we'll go for another interesting presentation, and here we'll talk about mushroom production and processing there. A very interesting value chain approach. Today with us, Dr. Suruthi, and Dr. Suruthi is a scientist from ICAR. He has completed a BSc Agriculture in 2013 and MSc Agriculture Extension from Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, and PhD from NDRI, National Dairy Research Institute, Colonel, and she was the recipient of ICAR Junior Research Fellowship under the Social Sciences category and UGC NET JRF for in the category of Adult Education. She did her PhD Agriculture Extension from Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, ICAR IRI, New Delhi in 2018. She worked in the areas of entrepreneurship development, value chain development, training in PhD, and for the same she was awarded gold medal in the year 2019. She was honored with Jawaharlal Nehru Award for PhD thesis in Social Sciences, Social Science Group in the year 2020. Currently working as a scientist at ICAR, Indian Veterinary Research Institute, in the Division of Extension Education. Yes, Dr. Suruthi, please take it up your presentation.
Thank you, sir, for the brief introduction. I will share the slide. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, very much. Yeah, you are audible. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, a very good afternoon to one and all. I'm going to present on the topic mushroom production and processing, a value chain approach. This is my PhD part. So, based on the report of NAS, India produces around 1500 million tons of agriculture residue, which comprises of crop residue from field crop 43%, horticulture crop 17%, social forestry and waste 13%, and animal and fish wastage shares around 26%. Currently, we are using only 0.03% of the residue for producing around 1.2 lakh tons of mushroom, which is less than 1% of the total globally mushroom production. In addition to this, around 15 million tons of rice straw are being burned in Punjab, Haryana, and Western UP. 5 million tons of cotton stalks are being burned in Gujarat and Maharashtra. Even if by 2050 we are using 2% of the total agriculture residue for crop production, coupled with the enhanced productivity, we can produce around 15 million tons of fresh mushroom. Recently, mushroom cultivation is an important enterprise because of decreasing arable land, water scarcity, climate change, and changing food habit of the consumer. So, keeping this in mind, the study was conducted on mushroom production and processing with the following objectives: to compare the profitability between mushroom production and processing unit, to identify the marketing channels and its efficiency, as well as sharing consumer price, then to develop the value chain maps of mushroom at Sonipat, Haryana, and lastly to determine the driving and restraining forces for upgrading value chain development. So the locale of the study and sampling plan, the study was conducted in Sonipat. It was selected purposely with 20 producer and 15 processors were selected randomly. Further, 5 other intermediaries were selected, like retailers, wholesaler, trader, etc., to identify to interview regarding the marketing cost. Then Haryana was selected because around 12% of the total mushroom production Haryana shares, and post-harvest losses in mushroom reported higher, around 11% at farm level and 1.5% at retail level.
Hello.
So here we have compared the processing and the production unit for mushroom. Mainly canned mushroom was found. So for processing canned mushroom, is it okay?
और एक बार बोल सकता है?
Hello.
Sorry.
Okay, it's fine. No, should I continue? No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Canned mushroom, for processing canned mushroom, the cost incurred was around 72 rupees per kg, and for production of fresh mushroom, it was 50 rupees per kg. So there was a difference of 21 rupees for processing fresh mushroom. The net return for processing unit was 20 rupees per kg, whereas for the in case of fresh mushroom production, it was 14 rupees per kg. So for net return, there was a difference of around 6.5 rupees per kg. So the selling price of the canned mushroom was 92 rupees per kg, whereas for the fresh mushroom, it was around on an average 65 rupees per kg. So again, there was a difference of 27 rupees. Break-even point at price and yield, it was achieved earlier in case of production unit compared to the processing unit because of the cost incurred was higher in case of processing unit. The BC ratio was highest for processing unit compared to the production unit because net return was higher in case of processing unit. Then the marketing channels were identified for both processor and producer. Then the price spread was calculated. So the processing for producers who were the fresh mushroom producer, marketing channel first and second were identified, and for processor channel third and fourth were identified. We can infer that the channels in which the intermediaries were more market efficient, and share in the consumer price was highest for that processor or producer. So in case of marketing mushroom producers, channel second was more market efficient. It was having 34, whereas channel second was around 21, and producer share was highest for channel second 91, and for channel first it is around 99. Similarly, for processor, channel third was most market efficient compared to the channel fourth. Then the marketing for mushroom processing value chain map was developed at Sonipat. For this value chain map, we have considered three major dimensions: activities, actors, and entrepreneurial involvement. In activities, we have identified what are the major activities involved in from production of mushroom to the consumption. So the production, distribution, then processing of the mushroom, mainly canned mushroom was found. Very few were making pickles, but very few were making, so we have not considered for this study. The marketing and consumption. Then actors were identified for both processor and producer, and then the entrepreneurial involvement were indicated. So within actor, for producer, it was found that when producer were selling through wholesaler and retailer, then it was available to the consumer at the rate of 73 rupees. Whereas when they were selling directly to the retailer to the consumer, then it was available to the consumer at the rate of 70 rupees. Processor, they were getting directly fresh mushroom from the producer. So the value addition cost was around 31 rupees per kg. And when it was reaching to the consumer, that fresh canned mushroom, it was available at 96 rupees per kg. And when it was going through trader and retailer, then it was available at 99 rupees per kg on an average. Then the entrepreneurial involvement, it was indicated through Venn diagram. The first orbit indicate 10 kilometer of reach, second orbit indicate 20 kilometer of reach, third orbit indicates 30 kilometer, and after that beyond 30 kilometer. So for mushroom processor at Sonipat, it was found that college it is important. College was important institution, as Niftam College was there, which is providing entrepreneurial education and regarding management also. Then training center was also available there. HAC is providing training. Along with HAC, some other in collaboration with ICR, DMR, and with other AICRP center, HAC is also providing training regarding the mushroom production and processing. Then input supply, it is available to the processor easily. It's available and means within the reach of 10 kilometer. Then banking facility and cell tax office, it is also available. Then quality certification agency and registration unit, it is in the reach of within the range of 20 kilometer, and but market, it is available beyond 30 kilometer, because for demand for the canned mushroom, it is less in the Sonipat district because already fresh mushroom is available. So for canned mushroom, the demand was higher in Delhi, NCR, and other part of the India. Then force field analysis was done to identify the driving and restraining forces. For this driving and restraining forces, 6 parameters were identified. In technical, it was found that raw material was easily available as the processor were having direct contact with the producer, so raw material was not an issue. So variety white button mushroom, it was suitable variety was available. Labor was also skilled, and access to technical information and new technology was available. Machinery means cost of the machine was higher, so this was a constraint for them. Training facility was available from HAG, Haryana Agro Industry Corporation Limited. They were providing training even with having in collaboration with the other institution as well. So the major methods they were using for providing training were lecture, method demonstration, field visit. In method demonstration, they were providing through method demonstration they were providing like how to do casing, how to prepare compost, then harvesting of mushroom, then casing preparation. They were for this they were following the method demonstration, and additionally they are providing folders as well. Then follow-up program, it was means fine entrepreneurial diversification support. It was also available. Then within infrastructure, in institutional support, it was available through HAC. Means they are providing ready-made pasteurized compost. Even they are providing the casing material, spawn they were providing. So along with this, they were providing other services like for testing and analyzing the compost, disease, mushroom. For these facilities were also available. So, and apart from institutional support, packaging facility and grading facility was also available. But the problem restraining force was the initial high investment for processing unit was means it was observed. Then direct forward marketing, it was not available because the market was only they can found at Delhi NCR and other part of the India. So trader or retailer means intermediaries were involved for direct for forward marketing. Raw material was available somewhere following the online marketing. Distance selling of the product was available. Fluctuation in the raw material was not seen much, but demand and price prediction was little. It was much fluctuating. Middleman existence, this was not much issue for them. Then within finance, banking facility, ease in loan facility, insurance facility was available. Then long payback period in the investment, it was a big problem for them. Then within legal facilities, registration for the enterprise, it was easy. Quality and safety standards was available. GST registration in GST, it was means fine for them, and they were following GST digital payment mode. But the high rate of GST it was observed, and demonetization that time it didn't affected much on their turnover and labor payment. Then the facility for the food processing, training facilities, and entrepreneurial education, it was available, and differences based on the caste and the political pressure, it was not observed. Then the total driving force, it was around 112, and the restraining force is around 53, the mean rank. And through Wilcoxon's sign test, it was found that the driving forces is having more higher significant compared to the restraining forces. So the entrepreneurial environment was much favorable for the mushroom processing at Sonipat. So the research implication, this study was done for in a particular district at Sonipat. Similarly, we can conduct the study for the mushroom, other types of mushroom, like in Odisha, the paddy mushroom, it is widely known and they are growing. So in Odisha, we can conduct the study for the paddy mushroom. In Rajasthan, we can conduct for the oyster, what products they are making and how they are marketing. Northeastern part of the India also we can conduct similar kind of research. There they are growing the earhead mushroom, and shiitake mushroom is popular there, and their consumption behavior is also a bit different. So there some study can be conducted. Similarly, in my PhD, I have conducted for 9 agriculture commodities. So similar studies can be conducted for other commodities like amla, mango, for other different kind of agriculture commodity to find out what value to develop the value chain map. So with this, I want to say thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suridhi. Interesting presentation, and it's a very quite interesting value chain approach. Always is very important for recent days, and it's quite interesting. All the actors you brought, and very good study. And there is one question: what is the implications for agricultural extension when you are doing, and what is the implications for agriculture extension? What they can do to do extension service better way, based on your study, what they can get insights.
Actually, we can go for the value chain map development for every commodity we can go for. I think for the first time in our country, we have developed some map so that we in one picture we can get the idea of actors, activities, and what
Okay.
is the entrepreneurial environment available for that particular commodity in that particular district. So white button mushroom is widely grown in Shonipat. So I have conducted for the mushroom. Similarly, I have conducted for other commodities as well. For mango, I have conducted in Lucknow. I have conducted the research. So likewise for other
It's
commodity
good,
we can
yeah,
conduct.
yeah. Because today everybody talks agriculture innovation system approach. It is not a single player research extension going farmers and many others like market middlemen. Others all we need to take it up and development happens. That's an interesting study. Even farmer producer organization also can do this type of value chain approach so that they can maximize their own produce and they can know who are the actors really they are doing like that. It's quite interesting study. There is some question. Mushroom being a very sensitive crop to moisture, fungus, and pest attacks, how can we consider all horticultural forestry waste and connect it to the mushroom farming medium? Any idea? Maybe it's very.
So that's why the mushroom is a very perishable crop. Even shiitake is there, or paddy mushroom. It can its shelf life is only for the 7 hours. So we should go for the value addition of this mushroom. So we should give means already ICR DMR is providing training regarding the value addition, but means it is limited only, but means we should provide more training for the value added product, and also the vitamins nutrition we are getting much from the mushroom. So those who are aware consumers, those consumers who are aware, they are consuming it properly. So I think value addition, we should focus on the value addition of mushroom.
That's right. Yeah, value addition. Even
in Sonipat, I have found only the canned mushroom is widely they are making. Even they can make many things like candy they can make. They can go for the biscuits, nuts, means many things they can go for. But only I have found this.
Okay. Yeah, manage also we have one. There is one startup, woman startup is doing value-added mushrooms actually, Dr. Mushroom like that. Even it is funded from Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare under RKV Raptar project. She's doing something like mushroom chickies or something medicinal related, and long days she can store. Very interesting startup we are having on mushroom, and she's doing value addition and she's doing in the big way. She want to connect large number of women farmers. Generally, they want to cultivate the mushroom and she will take. Yeah, we have like that. Yeah. Thank you, Suridhi. It is Dr. Suridhi. It's a very good presentation, and this value chain approach, even extension today, globally people talk about value chain extension. It is no more technology transfer or taking the only technology to the farmers. It is entire value chain based approach we need to give. That's why value chain extension today they will articulate. They are across globe. They are talking about to increase the farmers' income. It is we need to go for the value chain extension. In the context value chain approach in this type of commodity-based value chain approach may be very much handy for the researchers and also the developmental players like extension scientists and all those who are involved in this development. Thank you very much, Dr. Suridhi, for joining with us and a very interesting presentation. And thank you very much and all the best. Thank you.
Okay, sir.